to finish playing King's Quest. Last time we went down to the underworld and we found Casima's parents and we challenged Death to a battle, kind of, that allowed us to win their souls and our own back and come back to the living so that we can find the princess, rescue her, and live happily ever after with her parents' blessing and them alive. So, without further ado, we got a lot of stuff to do, so we better get started. So, first things first, I need to get rid of this white rose because I am convinced it means something to give this white rose to this bird despite it not working in the short version.
Alexander holds out the rose, hoping that the bird will deliver it to Casima.
Please, Sing Sing.
The nightingale takes the rose and heads for the castle once more.
A white rose, how beautiful. It must be from Alexander. How I wish that I could see him with my own eyes, but Abdul will never allow it. He only risks capture by sending me these things, dear to my heart though they are. Fly elsewhere, my pretty friend. Do not endanger Prince Alexander again by taking tokens from his hand. Forgive me, Alexander, and forget me. I cannot return your love, for fear that I shall never leave this castle again.
But Casima, we're coming to rescue you.
Alexander waits in vain for Casima's nightingale to return, but the bird does not. Could there be something wrong? Or does Casima simply not welcome his attentions further?
Yeah, that would make a man doubt himself. I feel like it's important that that happens. Oh, right. So, considering that this guy's here, I'm gonna assume... Now, last time we got the lamp from him, right?
Old lamps for new. Old lamps for new.
But it didn't do anything because we didn't need it in the short path. I just totally forgot that. But I know we have to get the lamp from him, so that means we still have to die. Oh, but this time...
Good day, Prince Alexander.
This time, we have one more spell to make. Now we have... inside of the cup, I believe...
The little china teacup is made of fine porcelain. The teacup contains swamp ooze and water from the river Styx.
Excellent. So, we can make our potion now because we have the black feather and I think we have to stir it or something. But that's the one we need the paintbrush for. So, knowing that, we can give the tinder this and give that back so we can get the lantern.
Would you mind if I traded
Paintbrush.
this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Paintbrush. I meant trade in the tinderbox for the paintbrush. We'll need this now.
I think I'd like the painter's brush.
Very good, Prince Alex. The painter's brush it is. May your painting go well. Feel free to bring back the brush at any time.
Yes,
Thank
I'm
you.
sure he's gonna be a pure Bob Ross disciple. I actually, you know what? What does this guy think we do with these items? Like, he's like, yeah, we'll take the nightingale. And we'd go off and come back and then be like, yeah, we take the flute. We're just gonna try each one of the items. Like, what does he think we're doing with them? Does he actually think we're going to paint? Or... Anyway. As we did last time, we need to trick this guy, because he's standing here. Poor Shamir. So, I believe we need to drink some poison. or look like we're gonna drink some poison.
Alexander suddenly gets a very sneaky idea.
Honestly, like, bravo to this actor
I
here.
can't go on anymore. Without Cosima, I'd just rather not live.
Prince Alex, no!
It's true. The Wazir has beaten me. I give up. Poison is my last resort.
Oh no!
Stop!
The tragedy!
I am no more.
Poor dude. You know, we don't know this guy's name.
Oh, what a waste. The poor young fool.
Aye, indeed.
He's dead. He's dead. Wait until Abdul hears. He'll be so pleased.
Mm-hmm. I love that little skip that he... I just love it. It's so cute. Seconds later in the castle. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice. Yes?
I told you not to pop in like that. You can learn to knock like everybody else. Sorry, Master. I couldn't help myself. I have great news. Well, what is it? Prince Alexander is dead. He killed himself in despair over losing Cosima. What? Are you positive? That young man has proven to be most devious. I
Speak
saw
for
the whole
yourself.
thing myself, Master. He was really and truly quite dead. If what you say is true, it shall be most convenient. You've spent enough time on that little irritant. We must start thinking about the wedding. Anything, Master? Oh, I do love weddings. Well, we do want you to look your prettiest, don't we? Now, Shamir Shamazel, to the lamp with you. Prepare yourself, as we discussed.
You know, poor Shamir.
Alexander's heart lurches to life in his chest.
He's really gotten a bad master.
Prince Alex! But you were...
Sorry, friend. I was doing a little acting, I'm afraid.
Ah, of course, the strange cloaked man. You are quite clever, and a bit too exciting for an old man.
Does that, like... So how long has the genie been, like, coming up and getting these mints from this dude? Like... Were these mints new? Does the genie not know where he can go and get the mints himself? Or is it just, like, more convenient for him to show up in the shop and get it? Like... Anyway, point being, we got stuff to do. So... Let's go get a lamp. So we get the lamp, and we give it to the old guy.
There's no reason to use that there.
Yes, there is.
There's no reason...
Okay, I guess I have to actually talk to him first.
Old lamps for new.
Coming.
Old lamps for new.
Calm down. We're coming your way.
Good day, peddler.
Good day, sir. If you would like to get one of my fine new lamps, I'll need an old lamp in trade.
Isn't it a rather bad business? Taking old lamps and giving new lamps in exchange?
Sure, but you know.
There's always a chance that I'll find a genie. If I had a genie, I'd be richer than a king. Besides, there's always a roaring business in antique luminaries.
Right. So, now we can give him the lamp?
There's no reason to use that. There's no reason to use...
Am I doing something wrong?
Excuse me, peddler, but I have an old lamp that might interest you.
nice traditional design, too.
Mm-hmm.
Take your pick of my new lamps.
Thank you.
Ah, a fine choice, my son. Here is your new lamp.
Nice doing business with you.
Good day, and I thank you, sir.
Hope we never see you again.
Good day.
Bye. Ta-ta! And we have to wait for him to leave the screen.
Drat, another dud.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized there's like a... Hey! Was she always there? Did she like usually come out, or is that just like a one-time thing? Well, it's a good thing we caught it this time, right? Okay. Now with that sorted, I think we can save. And we shall save down here. Say, alright, ready to castle. Okay. I believe it's time for us to get our spellcasting on. Wow, you are speeding through it, Alexander. Good to see you picking up the speed. Want to see that action when you climb stairs next time, okay? Alright. Now. I think I can actually walk straight past them. You wanna bet? Yup. Y'all are not good guard dogs. Like, y'all just let me walk straight in front of you. I guess it doesn't matter once you're, like, not trying to get in, right? Anyway, so here is where this wall comes into play. Yeah, this is what we're doing. So, if I remember correctly, looking at our spell here, magic paint spell. Add sticks of water to swamp ooze and cup. Stir with horse feather. Apply to blank surface with artist brush. And then speak the incantation. So all we gotta do is use the feather on the cup.
Alexander dips the large black feather into the teacup
Thank you
and
very
stirs
much.
the contents gently.
Nightmare for that feather. How quietly and
To
peacefully.
his amazement, the jet black color of the feather slowly drains from end to tip into the teacup.
Oh,
The teacup mixture blackens and thickens to a paint-like consistency. Alexander carefully puts it away, discarding the drained feather.
excellent. Okay, very good, very good. Now, let's take the brush.
There's no point in you
No. You misunderstood me. I want the brush on the cup.
to paint something. Alexander must first choose a location where he wants to paint.
Oh,
The
okay.
paint can then be used on that location.
Thank you for those very clear instructions. Okay, very well. Draw me a
Feeling
door.
artistically inspired, Alexander decides to make use of the large blank castle wall.
We're going Rapunzel style on this. And by that I mean Barbie Rapunzel.
Ah, a doorway. Just what Alexander was thinking this wall needed.
Conveniently enough. Now, let us cast the spell. If I'm doing this correctly. Okay, here we go.
With trepidation, Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door.
Mhm.
Magic paint, black as ink, bring to life what I think. Make it real what I draw, according to this. The spell worked. The door has magically solidified.
Huh, that's interesting. The other two spells, Alexander clearly said the spells himself. Why for this spell did he not say it? I think that's fascinating. Because he didn't even get to finish it, according to this spoken law. Huh. How come the narrator said this spell this time? Well, anyway, as soon as we walk in here, it becomes a bit more tricky. So, with all that said, we're going to make one specifically for sneaking about inside the castle. So, are you ready for this? Here we go. Into the castle we go.
Eager to be inside the castle at last, Alexander opens the enchanted door and steps inside.
It's like an Acne studio door. Ooh. Whoa.
The magic paint door fades back into the wall. So much for an easy exit.
Alright. So,
There's a strange door on the west wall. There doesn't appear to be any handle or keyhole on the door.
huh. Alright, what about these?
3 dungeon doors line the east wall of the hallway.
Okay. Well, let's, investigate. Let's check the map.
Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside.
Alright, so this is obviously...
A plain cot is the only furnishing in the stark dungeon cell. The dungeon door is made of sturdy wood.
So this must... Oh my goodness, there's a spider there. I don't like big spiders. I'm okay with little
Alexander
ones.
opens the dungeon door
But not big
and
ones.
slips inside.
Ooh, this music is familiar.
Mother?
Hey!
Mother, where are you?
Hello? This must be Ali.
A
Oh,
spirit weeps
spider.
inconsolably on the cot. The spirit appears to be the ghost of a little boy.
Well, we know that there's a mother looking for a son.
What's the matter, little boy?
I'm lost. I can't find my mother. I don't know why she would just leave me here. I've been alone ever so long.
Don't think it was her choice, kid.
Mother? Mother, where are you?
Hold on, kiddo. Just now. We got a way to get you home. Or where you need to go, anyway.
You must be the son of the spirit I met in the realm of the dead. She gave me this handkerchief and asked me to tell you that she's waiting for you there.
This makes me
It's
think of Coraline.
Mama's. It even smells like her. I can feel her now. I know where to go.
Wait. Before you go, is there anything you can tell me about the castle?
I like to play in secret places. In the basement behind the Man of Steel is a door. Nobody except me knows it's there anymore.
Ah. Why, thank you, kiddo. Yeah, that made me think of Coraline, like the ghosts,
Farewell.
the ghost children that she frees. But thank you very much. I think that's been very helpful. A secret passage. Yep, probably need that. But I think we should look around a little bit more first. Plus, you know, I always take an
Alexander
opportunity
opens
to
the dungeon door and slips inside.
see a death sequence or two, right? Alright, nothing in there. Okay. Yeah, probably, yeah. So I'm thinking that up there.
A suit of armor is on display in the North Hall.
Alright. But there's also this hallway over here that I figure we should check out. Alright, so
There's a door at the top of the stairs that must lead to an upper floor.
okay.
The door has a doorknob and a keyhole.
I'll open that one.
There's a door on the east wall.
Alright. So let's try this door over here.
Alexander decides to find out what's on the other side of that door.
Huh? Hello. Hopefully nothing bad. Hey! Jolo!
Prince Alexander, I can't believe it. How did you get into the castle?
It's a secret.
Well, actually, it's a little hard to explain.
Yeah.
I bet. You run a terrible risk of being here, though. The castle is crawling with guard dogs, especially today. The Wazir will have your hide if he finds you.
I know that, Jallo. But Cosima is being married today. What greater risk is there than that?
Of course you're right. Young love. I forgot what heartburn it is. But what are you supposed to do about it?
I've got to try to see her.
Yeah.
Maybe even stop the wedding.
Is that all? And here I thought you would try something dangerous.
Don't worry about me, friend. Just tell me, where is Cosima?
As far as I know, she's still in her bedroom upstairs. You'd never make it up there, though. The guard dogs are everywhere, and they're very loyal to the crown. Unfortunately, right now the crown means Al-Hazred. If we had proof of something truly afoul, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
Right.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. In
Yeah.
fact, you'd almost think I wasn't welcome.
And they say princes have no sense of humor. Well, I can see there's no putting you off. For Cosima's sake, I wish you luck. I'll be here if there's anything you need.
Well, there is
Thanks,
one thing.
Jallo.
Perhaps you said before that, you can do a switcheroo for us if we found a lamp.
Alexander doesn't want to disturb anything in Jello's room.
Well, we could give it to you, right?
I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica for the genie's lamp.
Yeah.
I got this lamp from the old lamp seller in town. Do you think it will pass?
Why, yes! It's an exact replica. That's amazing. How did you guess?
I
Possible.
suppose it was intuition.
I'll have to wait for the right moment, mind you. But I should be able to get close enough to swap this for the real thing, and none shall be the wiser. Now you shall see Jallo's skill.
Yes.
I'm sure your hands are mightier than my sword, my clever friend.
Go ahead and do as you've planned, and let me worry about swapping the lamp. If I accomplish the trickery, I'll manage to get the lamp to you somehow. You never fear.
I have faith, Jallo. you are a true friend.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks. I'd do anything for the princess.
Good. Thank you, Jollo. Aw, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He really is. Oh, alright. So Jollo's going that way. I guess we get to watch him. We get to watch him go. Is he? Where is he? Okay. Alright. Wow. Ooh. That was bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Alright. So, let's go around here. Alright. So, as I said, in the name of, like, being a total snoop, and Scooby-Dooing this place out, you know, gotta split up and look for clues, but also, like, die a few times. Let's, check in here, shall we?
Alexander hears the clear sound of guard dog voices coming from behind the door.
Uh-huh.
He decides opening the door wouldn't be wise.
Aw. I guess they don't let you. What are these?
The colors of the stained glass windows glow with filtered light.
Huh. That's interesting. Okay. So, I think now we can probably
Alexander
use this.
examines the suit of armor, but sees nothing special.
How do we use it?
Remembering what the little boy ghost
Right.
said,
Right.
Alexander experiments with the suit of armor.
Mm-hmm.
He pushes down, then pulls up on the knight's right arm.
Ooh!
A secret passage.
No one heard that, right? Like, conveniently. No one heard that, right? Okay, cool. I can work with it. Ooh, hello.
Alexander hears the sound of voices coming from nearby.
Well, this seems like a convenient secret passage. Let's check it out.
Alexander peers through the chink in the wall.
Let's see what's happening.
Captain, I've been hearing rumors from the guards who've been watching the princess. They say lately she's been pounding on her door and begging to be let out. Ain't none of my business, sir, but news like that is upsetting the other dogs. Ain't no guard in the castle who would willingly keep the princess anywhere she don't want to be.
Hazred claims that a foreign intruder is here to assassinate her. That's why she's got to be kept under lock and key, right up until the wedding. Call me an old dog that can't learn new tricks, but I say the princess should be the one given the orders.
Yeah.
Alhazred has been in charge for months, what with the king's death and Casima's mourning. Tonight, the wedding will seal it, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like him or not, he's our liege. Need I remind you of your oath to the crown? Aye, we've an oath. For the sake of the princess, we'll not be forgetting it. He'd just better treat her well.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Wazir, what do you reckon he's keeping in that magical room of his?
It's not a magic room. It's just the door he's enchanted somehow. I say he's still got the royal treasury in there, along with whatever else he's so eager to protect. Not even the court treasurer is allowed in there anymore.
Ooh, suspicious.
I heard him in the hall the other day. He was speaking of that door. Black magic is what I say. I heard him say Ali, but then
Ali.
Bay came up and started yapping at me.
Enough! It is not our place to question the practices of our liege, no matter how strange. The wedding will be starting soon. Report to the throne room when you hear the music start.
Right. He was speaking to that door. Black magic is what I say. I heard him say Ali. Alright. Whoa, that happened real quick. Okay. Well, clearly that was important. Ali, huh? Alright. Fair enough. So, that's probably like open sesame, right? Like Ali. Maybe that's what the Zebu thing is for. go upstairs, Alexander. Come on. Boy, you have trouble climbing stairs. Ooh,
Phew, that was a climb.
looked like it. A little steep, I suppose.
Alexander hears the faint sound of a woman crying nearby.
Cosima! Cosima, we're right here.
Alexander peers through the chinks in the wall, trying to locate the source of the crying sounds.
Here, girl.
Alexander's palms begin to sweat and his heart to race. It's Cosima. He's found her.
Yeah.
Psst! Princess Cosima,
How did you...
What? Who's there?
It's me, the Phantom.
it is I, Alexander. I'm here behind this wall.
My, how suave that sounds.
Yeah, for real. Sounds a bit creepy.
Alexander?
Also, like, that hole really shouldn't be there. Like, if somebody else knew about this hole in the
It
wall
really
and-
is you. Oh, I knew you were close by, but how did you get inside the castle walls?
Long story.
It's a long story and not important now.
Yeah,
You
totally
did
not.
get my ring.
Oh, yes. It has brought me such comfort, Alexander, to know you were close by and had not forgotten.
Definitely not.
But you shouldn't be here. You're only endangering yourself.
I don't care about the danger.
Oh.
I would brave anything to learn
Ooh.
What is it?
Alhazred. Do you want to wed him, Cosima?
Do you?
Oh, please believe me when I say that I never agreed to marry that man.
Ooh.
Even when my father trusted Abdul absolutely, I never liked him. But with mother and father gone, I'm afraid there's no stopping him.
If you do not wish to marry him, Cosima, you shall not. I promise you. Only come with me now, and we shall escape.
Elope!
How? I cannot fit through this wall. Besides, do you think I could leave my kingdom, my people, in
Damn right.
Abdul's hands?
Responsibilities.
But Abdul would tear the castle apart if I were to disappear from my room. You shall have to do what you can to delay his plans from your end.
See? She's smart. She's a
I
smart
can't
girl.
just leave you here.
Yes, you can.
Alexander, do not despair for me. I have been safe in this room for nearly 6 months now.
Wow.
Abdul can be in no hurry, whatever he plans. After
Talk about
all,
quarantine.
I'm to be his bride, am I not? I have been planning too, you see. I believe I can escape. If I can only get a chance to lay my hands on a weapon, there might be an opportunity in the hustle of the wedding.
But I...
Shh, just a moment more, then you must go. Let us not waste time with words. Please, let me just look at you, dear Alexander.
Wow. Okay, girl. Hey, but speaking of weapons, last time we gave you a dagger and that worked out real well for us. So here, take that.
Here, take this dagger. It's not much, but it might come in handy.
Why, it's perfect. This is just the sort of thing I've been looking for. Thank you, Alexander. I'll keep it close and use it if I must.
Thank Lady Celeste for that one. It's about pocket size. Oh, we could just stare at her too? Wow. Hold on. Hold on, I'm coming to like look at you as well. Just now. Oh, nice. Look at that.
Oh no! Someone's coming!
The
Okay.
lock on Cosima's door rattles abruptly.
No.
Alexander, hurry! Step away before they see you!
There's a big hole in the wall. Like somebody's
Alexander hears scuffling and a woman's brief cry from the other side of the wall. Then, silence.
No. Alright, somebody's gonna have a talk with the castle mason because we got lots of holes in people's walls and I don't feel comfortable with a hole that size being able to be accessible looking into the princess's room. That just doesn't sit right with me. So somebody, we gotta fix that, okay? Meanwhile, let's go check out elsewhere. Hello? Go on, Alexander. This is a way to go, right? Okay. boy. Alright, let's save this. Now, if we remember when we did the short path, we can probably get to the Vizier's room from here, can't we? Let's see if we can. Oh yeah, look at that.
Alexander hears the sound of scratching coming from the other side of the wall.
Scratching.
Alexander looks through the chink in the wall.
Ooh! What's happening here?
Dear Shadrach,
Ooh.
salutations from the Society of the Black Cloak, etc., etc.
Oh.
My long preparations are about to come to fruition. In a matter of minutes, I will wed the lovely Cosima.
Damn. You leave that letter to the last minute, though.
Once I've established my power and my crown, I can stage another accident.
Oh, he was gonna straight up kill her.
The princess has proven infuriatingly stubborn, as you know. She's becoming quite a dangerous little thorn in my side.
I suppose.
In a way, it is a shame I have to kill her. She is lovely and would be amusing to keep around. But I can't risk her talking treason to one of the guards. So far, I've managed to keep her locked away, but I can't continue that forever. Well, on to it now. I'd send her to you, but as you know, I had no luck in doing so with Mordak. I close in triumph. King Abdul al-Hazred.
Gross.
I think it's about time to see if Shamir has taken care of the wench as I asked. It's almost time for the wedding.
How dare he call her a wench? You gross old man. Yo!
The Wazir's words fill Alexander with blazing anger and
Yeah,
fear
Jack.
for Cosima's life.
Agreed.
That blackguard, that murderous swine. He'll not have his way if I have anything to say about it.
That's right. That's right, Alexander. We're gonna stop this. Nasty. Bastard. Dude, these black cloak guys. Not cool, man. Bastards, a lot of them. Well, I'm grateful for that hole in the wall. Oh, what's that down there? Hello? Dead
There's a
end door.
vague outline of what appears to be a door on the wall.
Uh-huh. Alright, here we go. Let's do this.
Alexander sees lots of black cloaks.
Aha! The wardrobe. Excellent. Going into Narnia, are we? Alright. Oh, but problem.
There's a box of ebony on the table.
Okay. So we wanna
Alexander opens the ebony box and looks inside.
the important thing is this one.
Inside the ebony box is a piece of paper with the word Zebu printed on it.
Okay, I'm convinced that it's Ali Zebu, and that opens the door. Gotcha. Alright.
The trunk is locked.
Oh. Okay. Wait. Right. We had the nail last time. Okay, so this is a dump.
Alexander sees nothing of interest in that part.
Hold on. Do we get the nail? I have a doubt. Oh,
Alexander
yeah,
steps confidently out into the upstairs hallway
Oh,
and
fudge
sees two guard dogs.
Hey, who the...
Hello there.
Don't just stand there. Grab him, Bay! I'll bet it's that saboteur fellow the Wazir warned us about. I say we run him through right here and now.
Point.
No. Woof. The Wazir will run you through if he doesn't get a chance at the prisoner. Let's put him in the dungeon for safekeeping.
Well,
then we'll go
we know how
tell
this
the
goes.
I will.
Okay.
You'll stay in here until we find out what the Wazir wants to do with you.
Right.
The
Gotcha.
guard dogs leave Alexander to his fate, locking the door noisily behind them.
Thanks.
Alexander wonders how he'll get out of this one.